and welcome to today's video. I'm George from the channel Untraveled Roads. In today's video we're gonna explore the coastal line of Madeira. I took a bus from Funchal and I need to say really props to all the bus drivers here. It's amazing how they go with the huge buses on the small narrow streets up the mountains. I have full confidence in them, but still I was pretty scared. Anyways, I'm now in Ponta de São Lourenço, which is the most eastern part of the island. I basically discover here the area. There's a very famous hike, and then I continue all the way to this coastal line down, and will also sleep there somewhere overnight. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. On this amazing trail I could clearly see that Madeira is an island created from multiple volcano eruptions. The landscape here reminded me of the moon. And while hiking on the peninsula, I started to realize and to feel how remote I was, out on this island floating in the vast Atlantic Ocean. The views, the landscape and the colors were simply breathtaking. Along the trail I was even able to watch a kestrel hovering above a bush before he made a dive to catch his prey. But kestrels were not the only animals I would see along this trail. I also saw a lot of these little friends here. On Madeira Island there are only 4 different reptiles, and one of them is the Madeiran wall lizard, which can live up to 16 years and has the amazing ability to drop the tail and to regenerate it afterwards completely. This type of lizard can be found all over the island, from sea level up to the highest peaks. And sometimes you can see hundreds of them on one single wall. Landscape is for sure breathtaking. So amazing. Because of this unique landscape, the 6-kilometer trail is definitely one of Madeira's highlights. It is a quite well-maintained and easy trail. For me personally, it is just too overcrowded. While hiking on these beautiful cliffs, I got blocked multiple times by other hikers. And one time, and this is really no joke, I got blocked by a couple taking their wedding pictures. Both were like in a full wedding outfit, he with a black suit, she with a white dress, and she even went with her high heels on this trail. Congratulations, by the way. Anyways, the rest of the trail should be more secluded, and I was really looking forward to that. Finished the PA8 trail, which is basically on the most eastern part of the island, a round trip. Now the plan was to go to Canicar, where the next trail starts. It's around 3 kilometers to there. It's a longer street, so a bit boring, and it's getting pretty late. I hate this street. So I actually also could have taken the bus, but I decided to not wait half an hour and walk this for 6 kilometers, and I'm regretting it so much. There's a lot of traffic, there's no really sidewalk, and it is really hot here on the concrete. So, small update, it's getting late. I arrived in Caniçal and it's now around 6:30. We plan to go up to where the trail starts and we'll try to make a camp and then start early in the morning hiking along the cliffs. I will filter some water and then search somewhere some trees to hang my hammock. So I got my water. I'm back on the moon here, searching for a place to sleep. I took the hammock today. I think that was a not so good decision. I thought there would be some trees, but there's nothing. Anyways, in worst case I make the hammock on the ground. Friends, the landscape changed. From moon, we are now on the Mars. I think I make camp here. I
couldn't use the tree because it was not stable enough. We'll now make some food, fire up the bush box, and hopefully have a good night.
Oh, the lights playing games on all the counters and window panes. Sun is bright, it's a new day, and I feel brand new. All the winter is gone. Seems it's been here so long. I wanna feel like I belong, part of something good.
Good morning. So, it is now 8:30 and I had a pretty rough night of sleep. I had the first problem that I was sleeping.
Let me jump in here. That morning I was still half asleep, so let me explain you now one more time while I'm fully awake. Yesterday night I basically ran around and tried to find 2 trees to hang up my hammock. Eventually it got dark and I gave up on it and I decided to make the hammock on the ground, which is not really a problem. I did this in the past as well. For example, doing my second tapas hunt. How I wanted to do this is to use the sleeping pad on the ground and sleep on top with my Carinthia Tropus sleeping bag, which has an integrated mosquito net for the face. On top I wanted to use, to protect me from wind and rain, I wanted to use the tarp and build a construction where I put a ridge line against the tree and stabilize the whole construction with a hiking stick, in order to make sure that I also have some space above my face. This worked eventually, but in during the night the sleeping pad deflated. I probably touched a stone or something, so I slept directly on the ground, which was pretty uncomfortable and also cold. And additionally, during the night, wind set in, which basically, destroyed the tarp construction. It fell down like this directly on my face, and I had the tarp like a cover on me. That night I slept maybe 1-2 hours and was really destroyed. So please excuse if it was a morning crouch, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Good, so packed and ate and drank some coffee, and now already on the start. So now we are following this trail along the cliff for 10 kilometers, all the way up and down till they are far in the back.
Likely the light of mine will burn out in the mountains where I spend my rambling years. I paid my sins from the poor traveling days. Oh Lord, please, can't you hear my prayers? So I rode my body up the mountain to a place where I can sit my...
Alright, that's the first obstacle I need to cross here, and it goes down here. Should be fine. So, the way seems to be gone. I'm not sure if I'm still right, but I think so. At least my GPS says so. Good. Interesting journey.
Heads up, pay attention now. Eyes on me, we're gonna let the beast out. Caged up, held down for far too long. You ready? Be ready. Breathe in, smell the victory. Breathe out, let go of all the doubt you feel. Believe, reject defeat. Don't ever be afraid to be a legend. When it's on the line, seize the moment when the moment's right. Come on, you're in this fight. Don't ever be afraid to be a legend. Stand the test of time. Seize the moment when the moment's right.
this trail had actually a purpose. Before tunnels connected the whole island and before cars existed, they used this trail along the cliffs to connect the cities in the north, Puerto de Cruz, with... So, as I said, before cars existed and before tunnels connected the whole island, this route was used to connect the cities in the city in the north, Puerto de Cruz, with the city where we started yesterday, Canical, and another city, Moxico. They used this trail to transport wine between the cities, and they couldn't like just have some wheels or regular bottles. They filled the wine into the stomach of pigs and basically transported it like this then. Far in the back here, that is where I'm coming from. This is Ponta do São Lourenço. This in front is Puerto de Cruz, and basically, as I said, this trail, if you follow it completely down, it ends up here in Puerto de Cruz. Good, so I finished basically now the trail along the cliffs. I have the possibility to continue along the cliffs and then end up in Puerto de Cruz. My actual plan was to go over this mountain and then a second mountain, and then basically I would end up somehow in Ribeira del Frio, which is a really beautiful place, but it's now already 3 o'clock and I decided to just go through to Puerto de Cruz, end up there and go to Ribeira del Frio another time. We have plenty of time on this amazing island.
Now the only thing left was to climb down the cliffs to Puerto de Cruz. Most people would take the main street. I decided to make a small detour and to go a different route.
Look at this view, amazing. I'm actually not sure if this is a hiking trail. I just saw it on my watch, so not even on a proper map. Apparently it leads to Puerto de Cruz and it's actually pretty fun. And there's Puerto de Cruz. So as long as I go down in this direction and as long as I'm not violating any laws, I think I'm completely lost. Just check the map and there should be a way, but it doesn't seem going anywhere. I need another way. Bye bye cliffs. It was nice to meet you. And almost at the sea. Good, I made it. I'm down on sea level. Now I need to go 2 kilometers along the beach to Puerto de Cruz, and then there's only one thing left.
And then, after a detour, walking a wrong trail and even stumbling in someone's backyard, I arrived in Puerto de Cruz. And now, let me show you one more thing.
So this is ponche, and I think it's safe to say that ponche is sort of the national drink of Madeira. And I'm completely obsessed with it. Next week, we're going to discover how is ponche made, what is the history of it, and I will try to make one myself. See you next week, enjoy. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe my channel, make projects like this possible, and I hope you liked it.